Alright everybody, and welcome to today's video. Just very quickly before we start, I want to let you guys know that I have finally released a project that I have been working on for a long while, and it is called the Producer Master Course. So if you are a beginner or an intermediate producer trying to take your skills to the next level, this course is pretty much going to be perfect for you, as it is a step-by-step guide on how to actually become a music producer. So I'm quite frankly not even just covering how to actually produce music and your DAW, but I'm also going to teach you guys how to actually earn money off the music you're producing. So if it does sound interesting, you can obviously just click the first link down below. But with this, you will also get 3 of my best-selling kits on my website. You will also get access to a private community. This community is a great place to network with like-minded producers, and I will also personally be doing a lot of consultations and helping you guys out if you have any questions. Lastly, I will obviously refine and update this course throughout the years, so you guys obviously get all the updates and everything for free. So obviously all the updates and everything in the future will be completely free. I am super excited to release this, as I have been working on it for a super long time, but I really want to give you guys the best results. So as I said, if it does sound interesting, you can click the first link down below or just go to my website, which is BBMarko.com. But with all that being said, let's jump into the video. Alright, so here we are in FL Studio 21 and we are doing another guitar tutorial today. But a lot of you guys have been sending me messages to actually show you guys a couple of free guitar alternatives. So for this one, I'm going to show you guys how to create those amazing guitar samples using a free guitar VST. So the free guitar we're going to be using for this one is going to be this vinyl guitar over here. So to be completely fair, for a free guitar, it doesn't even sound that bad. So the BPM we are working in is 125 and the scale is going to be D minor. So what we are going to do first is just lay down a root note. So since we are working in the D minor scale, let's just start off with the D4. Then I'm going to skip the first highlight note over here and put it on the second one. So it's going to be this F. But instead of having it on the F4, we're going to pitch it up 1 octave like this. Obviously, we need to make it a little bit more realistic. So let's just highlight this F, hold Alt on our keyboard and move it slightly off grid. Now I actually want this pattern to be very simple. So we're just going to easily build up for this by going for this D and the A over here. Yeah, let's just add a couple more notes. I think we're going to use this though. Yeah, so we're just going to keep this super simple pattern. Although the guitar sounds all right as it is, we definitely need to add some effects to enhance the sound a little bit. So for the effects on the guitar, I'm just going to start off by using this CLA guitars over here. I'm just using this acoustic shrunken preset, as you guys can see. This is pretty much a standard preset that I go for when I make guitar melodies. Then I'm also going to add some roam for a little bit of reverb. This RC20 using the Vinyl 3 preset for that vintage type of sound. Both a little bit of imager and this saturation plugin right here. And lastly, I'm just going to add this low cut EQ to really cut out the low end of the melody. So now our guitar pattern is going to sound like this. Yeah, so the effects add way more depth to the guitar. Alright, so we have the main pattern down, but we need to add some more movement to it. So to add that movement, I'm literally just going to clone the same exact guitar and try to add a little bit of a top melody to it. Yeah, I think this is fire, considering it's a free guitar. So again, the top melody is also very simple. We are really not overcomplicating anything. The top note is just starting on the same root note down here, but this one is just 2 octaves up. Then everything that I did for the second part was just chop up this note into 4s right here. Then you want to pitch this down by 1. You want to pitch this down by 3, and also just pitch this one down by 1. Then literally just copy the whole thing over and pitch it down by 5 semitones. And that is literally how simple the counter melody is. As for the effects, it's just the exact same as the first guitar. Alright, now that we are starting to get some more movement, this sample is starting to remind me of some more ethnic type of vibes. So since we are starting to get some more movement in the sample, let's try to add some flutes to really enhance that ethnic sound we're going for. So I'm just going to open up Arcade over here and play around with a few flute phrases. This is fire. Alright, so when we don't have the flutes playing, I also want to add some sort of vocal in the background. Yes, I think this will work. with this, we can also open up another free plugin. It is called BBC Symphony Orchestra. So this one is also completely free. I'm just going to use the standard preset to really add some atmosphere in the background. So I'm just putting it down on the root notes. Very simple stuff. Seriously, don't overcomplicate it. Considering that we are using 2 completely free plugins, I think the last thing we just need to add is a little bit of a texture in the background, and that should pretty much be it for the sample. So for the texture, I'm quickly just going to go over to the Imperial one-shot kit, go down here over to textures, and I'm going to drag in 2 of them. So one is going to be this reverse texture, and the second one is going to be the summer birds texture. Yeah, so we also just pitched down the sample a little bit as well. But that's pretty much it. Alright, so now that we have the sample finished, let's quickly add some drums. As for all the drum sounds I'm using, they are of course coming from my Euphoria bundle kit. So if you guys like the drum sounds you hear, you can obviously go check them out. They are on my website, it is BBMarko.com, or you guys can just click the first link down below. Yeah, so just a standard clap pattern to start off with. Pretty much keeping this beat very simple. Let's just drag in a hi-hat MIDI from the pack as well. I want to leave a little bit more space in this one though. I think this one is pretty bouncy. Let's just go with this. I feel like for these ethnic type of beats, you seriously want to mess around with different rims and snares. So we can have something like this. So we have the 808. A little bit of a roll at the end. And just to remind you guys, we did pitch the sample down by 2 semitones. So the root note in this case is going to be C and not D as we started off with. But now let's just layer that 808 with a kick, and that should pretty much be it. That's hard. Alright, so here we have the final beat. Alright, so we have a pretty basic intro for this one.
Shut up, Marko! Marko?
We have that flute in there, and then it kind of removes in for the hook. So we have that vocal in there. And the flute comes back in. That's crazy. Slow it a little bit down for the verse right here. The verse part comes back. Main part of the verse. And we have a smaller bridge section as well. Really get that underwater type of sound. It slowly builds back up to the hook. And then it drops.